I'm here with the Superman Fight Chair
Your boy,
2000.
2000.
So, what do you want to talk about? You want to talk about this upcoming UFC card in Canada? Uh, the
Uh,
Derek Lewis,
oh, sweet.
Travis Brown. I need
Oh
to.
man, I got all the names right here.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to punch it up on my computer so I can make sure I get everything right.
All right, all right. I did some research today because there are gonna be some new rules that applies to the fights.
Yeah,
The first new rule, I guess, is what's considered a fighter being grounded.
yeah.
If both hands are on the ground, then he's considered grounded. You can't do the knee, but both hands have to be on the ground because some of the fighters used to put one hand on the ground.
Yeah.
AKA Anderson Silva used to do that so he could buy time to get up.
They play those games where they take their hand
Yeah.
up and down. Yeah, yeah.
And then the second rule is that a fighter cannot put his hand out towards another fighter with his hand open.
Right. John
So
Jones.
yeah, exactly.
Right. Well,
in,
yeah.
in the eye, and
Actually,
then
Travis Brown does that a lot too. You know, he poked Matt Mitrione in the eye a couple times.
oh yeah.
Yeah, you remember that one?
Yeah, I
So
remember that one. I remember that one.
for
So,
sure.
so those rules are going to apply, and then the two new rules that they're waiting for approval on is the video replay back.
Yeah.
So the refs will be allowed access to instant replay for when the hand gets in the eye, and that's going to be voted on this summer.
Yeah.
And the instant replay will only be used for evaluating fighters' complaints. So a guy like Daniel Cormier who like to grab the back of people's trunks
Right.
when he's on top of them sprawling and then get around to get the back, he's gonna be busted with the instant replay. And then the other one, which I find very confusing, I mean, I guess they need it, but it's kind of weird, is that the ref can call a TKO if the fighter loses controls of his bowels.
Oh yes.
Uh, yeah, urinates or vomits between rounds.
Right. Yeah.
So
So
can you imagine? One guy has his hand up, and then they say they're doing the announcement, and the winner is blah 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 by way of disqualification of a lost bowel. So
he shit his pants or something. So
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So
Yeah.
the entire world will know that as a UFC fighter, you're crapped in your pants. Huh?
Right. But I think that instant replay would have been really come in handy this last week with the Holly Holm fight, how she got punched after the bell.
Yeah.
If they could have reviewed that, they definitely would have taken a point away from Durandamy. But we'll see how that goes forward. I think it'll be helpful if they could do some kind of replay where they don't slow down the fight, slow down the action. But yeah, if they could take a look at some of those things, it would
Yeah, because
help.
I thought the ref was a blacksmith,
Why is that?
because he was looking at Holly Holmes' tongue the entire time.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I don't. I guess he was just like, because apparently he's new to MMA.
eh,
Because I guess in New York they have trouble finding licensed ref. So
right.
this guy, I guess he was just to hear. I don't know what he was thinking, but I can swear I just seemed like, okay, just checking out the woman.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen him before, but I don't know how good of a ref he is. Apparently, he's not that good. So, well, anyways, you want to run over the card, the UFC Halifax, and talk about your picks, and I'll give you my picks. We'll compare them.
All right, no problem. Roger that. Who you want to start with first?
I don't know. You want to do just the main card? That way we don't make this video too long.
That's true. We'll do the main card. We'll do the main card.
Okay.
So we'll do the main and probably maybe some of the undercard. Because I got a few sweet ones on the undercard too.
Okay. Well, you start wherever you want to start, man.
All right.
What
So
fight are you looking at?
all right, we go. Because I don't have my laptop in front of me. I think I have it on the back of my notes. So if you call them out, I'll just give you what I've written down.
Okay. Well, on the prelims, Marshman and Santos, Thiago Santos.
Okay. I got Thiago Santos for the W on that one.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with Marshman, but I know Thiago Santos is he's got knockout power and some submissions, but I would definitely go with Thiago Santos too, man.
Yeah, and the reason why I went with Santos is that because the UFC, for some reason, it sounds crazy, but they have a layer of guys on the roster that they bring out just to get beat up every now and then. They have a layer of weekend warriors that they bring in to get beat up every now and then.
Sometimes I think that too. They just throw some guy in there to get a win for the other guy, but
Yeah, get the ranking spicy.
The next fight up is I don't know if I'm saying these names right, but Ayman Zahabi and Reginaldo Vieira. But the Zahabi, I think that's Faraz Zahabi's brother.
Oh,
Did you know that?
no, I didn't know that. I may have to change my pick on that one.
I don't know if it's brother, cousin, but he's fighting out of TriStar. He's out of Canada, and I believe he's related to Faraz somehow. I have to check on that, but yeah.
I'll follow up on that one too, man. So I guess we'll leave that pick blank for now, because I got some picks I've left blank.
Yeah.
Because I gotta go back and check them. One of the ones I've really left blank is Alistair Overeem versus Mark Hunt. I'm still up in the air with that. I got Hunt for the win, because I really believe Alistair Overeem, he should drop weight class. I don't know. I'm not saying he's on steroids or anything like that. Maybe his workout routine has changed, so he's lost a lot of muscle mass, and he's like a really small guy for that division now. And I don't think his chin is as good as it used to be. So so that's why I pick Hunt for the win. Who do you have for that one?
Well, they're not fighting on this card.
Oh my goodness!
That's
a wrong set of notes here.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. All right.
They're fighting on the next one.
I'll let you call them out.
Okay.
It's embarrassing.
Nah.
Our first Skype video, and I'm worried about Mark
Hunt. Carla Esparza versus Ronda Marcos.
Okay, I got Marcos for that one.
I got Marcos too. I know Carla Esparza, she's a good wrestler and stuff, but I think Marcos, she's come a long way, and I don't know when the last time Esparza fought. She doesn't seem to be too active. She's so small too, even for flyweight or not flyweight, strawweight. She's really small,
Yeah, and I've noticed that in the women's division, there's a lot of huge women cutting weight, going down, and then they just, after they hydrate, they just balloon up, and they cream the smaller chicks, and that's what the Randa Mean was doing for a long while, but she's not gonna be able to get away with that anymore, because after she beat Ali Holmes, I saw Cyborg licking her chops. Cyborg was like, "Oh yeah, that's my belt," because Cyborg will be out temporarily because the weight loss was too aggressive. So she had to take a form of a steroid, a synthetic steroid that helps keep our potassium levels low, so our kidneys don't go into failure. So she's having some health issues right now that she's overcoming, and she's applied for the waiver, and Dana White is on board with that. So once she gets her waiver and her health improves, and she's able to cut the muscle mass properly, then she's gonna get her title shot. Which I got her for getting that belt straight up. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. At ADD, it takes me away sometimes.
It's okay.
My bad. So I got Hendricks for the win against Lombard.
Yeah, I'm taking Hendricks as well.
All right, we got that. Who else we got?
Well, in the main event, you got Derek Lewis, the Black Beast, versus Travis Brown.
Oh man! Oh my!
Yeah.
Okay, this one is really interesting because Travis Brown, he after Ronda Rousey lost under that guy's, I can't say this guy's name to save my life, Edmund something. We'll call him
Tarverdian.
Yeah, Tarverdian Edmund. Yeah, that's what we'll call him. Yeah. After Ronda Rousey lost underneath him, he was, I guess, the rumor came that he had left the camp. And he came back and said, no, he has full confidence in his coach, and he's not leaving the camp. Yeah. So no, he has a point. He has to prove that that he hasn't lost a step and that his coach doesn't suck, and that he's made the right decision.
Yeah.
So he's put himself out there. So he has to. Yes, he definitely has to get the win. But at the same time, I don't know, man. I think his chin is getting a little suspect.
Yeah.
I think his chin is getting a little suspect. I think he has the strength and the power, but at the same time, it's like I don't see him overcoming this guy.
Right.
I guess he's gonna have to probably rely on grappling, which I'm sure he's not been doing much of on Edmund's coaching. Maybe him and Ronda work out every now and then. I suspect.
Well, I think Travis Brown. I think he was doing some training elsewhere, at, not just with Edmund, but I think he was doing some outside of there. But I'm gonna take a different approach. I think Travis Brown will get it done with his footwork and maybe try to keep Derek Lewis on the outside. You know what I'm saying? And use his kicks and boxing. I think a lot of people are discounting Travis Brown because, his last fight, he broke his finger in the first round, still went 5 rounds with Verdum. I mean, he lost the fight, but he's a tough dude, you know what I mean? And the fight before that, he lost to Cain Velasquez, which, I mean, everybody going to lose to Cain if Cain's healthy.
Because Cain knows how to grind.
Yeah, he knows how to grind. So I think Travis, I think he's going to show up, and I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. I haven't seen anybody really picking Travis Brown. I think, most people think his heart's not into it. He's with Ronda Rousey, and he just about to have a family with her.
Lay in bed all day.
Yeah. But I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. But, I really do like Derek Lewis, and I think he could be a contender, in the heavyweight division. But I just think Travis Brown, I just got this good feeling that he's going to get it done somehow.
For some reason, you're going off camera a little. Okay, there you are now. All right. So, okay, you talked me into it. I just thought about it, and the cardio is going to be a factor.
That's a good point, man, because if Travis Brown keeps him on the outside, dances little, uses his kicks to keep him away, and go in the third round. If you saw the last fight, Derek Lewis with that, I forget his name, Iber Kurmedov, man, Derek Lewis looked a little tired once it got to the third. And
So if Travis make him exert energy, lean on him, put him in the clinch, put that knee in his midsection.
Yeah.
I think Travis Brown. Yeah, okay, I'm in. You got me. I'm going with him because of the cardio is a factor.
Yeah.
Keep was a factor, and the fact that even though when that win that Travis Brown got against Alistair Overeem.
Yeah, it's been a while.
When he faked the jab and then kicked him under the chin, then came over. Yeah, so he has a good fight IQ and the cardio. Yeah. So I'm going with Travis Brown for the win. I'm going to say it's going to be a third round KO.
Yeah.
Third round KO. I think it's going to be similar to. Recently, Owen St. Preux fought, and he fought this guy from Austria. Remember that guy?
Yeah, he just fought.
Yeah, he came out blistered in the first round, and then he got exhausted, and St. Preux was real calm and took him all the way through, but wasn't able to finish him off in the third round. Yeah. But I think with Travis Brown, he's going to be able to get the job done and go for the finish.
Yeah. I think so.
Because his cardio is good. His cardio is pretty decent.
Yeah, for a big man.
Big guy. Yeah, his cardio is decent up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got him for the win. I don't know how come I want to talking about Mark Hunt and Alistair Overeem.
Yeah, that was the notes. Yeah. Nah, that's okay. That one's I think that was UFC 209. That's the next pay-per-view.
Yeah. So it's 209. I've been crunching the numbers and doing the research.
Hey, man.
Because what happened? Because today I was looking at the tickets, the price for the tickets.
Yeah.
And a lot of those, you go on the website and they show the stadium, and they show the spaces that are available, and a lot of the spaces in between $300 and $85 tickets, a lot of those are available. So usually what happens when I watch the pay-per-view and the camera pan around I just look to see where the seats are empty, and then when I go back and I divide with the number of people in there by the gate, I
Yeah.
get the average ticket price.
Huh.
And for some reason, the cheaper tickets, those are not going. So it's starting to be. I guess it's kind of like you have a nightclub. The VIP room attract people. It's where all
Yeah.
the celebrities go, but it's actually the people in the downstairs level, the celebs in the bar. They're the ones that's paying for the whole shebang.
Yeah.
And those tickets, I don't see them going fast enough, and that's
Nah.
why I think that the 209 card might be in trouble. But I'm still doing my research, and I'm sorry I jumped to 209, man.
Hey,
It's the
man.
80 thing.
That's all right, man. We'll maybe we could do it next week and
Oh,
or
definitely,
the following week.
definitely.
There's so many fight cards, man. It's hard to keep up. I understand. Like
Yeah,
that's why I have to have my other computer up so I can see who's fighting and stuff.
yeah. So
But
next week I'll definitely have my laptop up, and I'm catching up with Bellator. No,
that's a
I
good
think
it's a good transition because this Saturday, um, Bellator the main event is Matt Mitrione versus Fedor Emelianenko. Man, the
oh,
return
that's
of the
a tough one.
Emperor.
Yeah, that's a tough one to call because Fabio, he's tough.
Man, he's tough,
He's
man.
tough. He broke his nose once against this big dude, and he knocked him out with the overhand.
Right,
He's a legend, man. He's a legend.
right.
So for that one, that one is tough to call. But I know Bellator and I know their management style.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying the fix is in. I'm just saying I know how Bellator roll when they
Right.
bring a legend out. Uh, yeah, you know. So I'm calling that one for Fedor. Easily for Fedor. He's gonna
Yeah.
get the fight of his life. But the ref is gonna. Okay, remember when Kimbo Slice fought Dada 5000? No,
Yeah.
I knew it was a horrible fight because Dada 5000. He's I guess kitchen nutritionist told him to eat banana and drink Gatorade,
Yeah.
and then start your body like your potassium levels go up so high to where you can have kidney failure and heart failure. And
Yeah.
he was eating more bananas on top of that. So he went in the ring and he was fighting Kimbo Slice. And apparently he was working on his right leg by stamping on his foot, his toes, center of his toes, and then driving his knee into the thigh.
Hmm.
So it's almost like a Charlie horse, and then the blood build up in your leg, so that leg become limp and take away your punching power.
Huh.
So that's what he was doing to him. But you notice that every time they clinch against the ring, the ref would always step in and say, "Break it up, break it up, break it up," and push them apart. And I'm like, okay, so I'm not saying the fix is gonna be in like that,
Yeah.
but usually when Bellator brings up a big name and they're behind the big name, it goes in favor of the guy with the big name.
Yeah, it seems to me the same way because I knew 100% Tito was going to win against Chael. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just because it was his last fight, retirement. I was like, there's no way they're going to let him lose. I mean, I don't think it was a fixed fight, but I don't think Chael tried his hardest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Went easy on him. But
something. Yeah.
but so the fight I'm really looking forward to, and I know it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna. Hopefully we're not making the video too long. But I'm excited about this fight, man. It's gonna be Robbie Lawler. No, not it's gonna be not Robbie Lawler. Come on, Michael McDonald, Rory McDonald.
Oh, yeah.
His first fight in
Paul,
Bellator.
Paul
That's
Daly.
gonna be a real fight.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a real fight. That's
Yeah.
not gonna be a play fight.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a real fight.
I
So
just hope Rory's nose and everything is healed up enough, that he can last how many ever rounds, if the fight goes long.
yeah,
'Cause
that's a good point because he has a thing like he gets a broken nose frequently.
Yeah.
Like kind of like these brothers, they get these lacerations around here real a lot. So they start bleeding out their face, man.
But I don't know if you listened to the MMA Hour with Ariel Hawani, but
Oh yeah, definitely one of my favorites.
Rory McDonald, I mean, he sounded like when he was talking, sounded like it was hard for him to breathe, and this was just Monday. So,
Oh man.
I hope it's not too soon. I know he wants to get back in there and fight, but I'm hoping that he's not rushing things. and that he can withstand any kind of punishment. Because Paul Daly, he connects, man.
Yeah.
Yo, man.
That's a whole nother other thing. But you know
So
what? When the card, when usually I could tell when a fighter has a injury, because what happened is that when they're going in the ring, the cut man, he put that extra layer of grease on that spot.
Oh yeah.
And that's how you know, because when the glove connect, they want the fighter to roll with the punch,
Yeah.
and it to slide off. So the cut man usually puts a extra dab of grease. If he dabs it like 4 or 5 times here, and then put the thing in the nose,
Yeah.
then I put some lube in his nose. That's when I start worrying, because I'm like, okay, this is not good. This is not good. Because you can tell as a cut's gonna get reopened up, or so. That's when I get real scared. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, you got Fedor. I got Fedor too, because I think Matt Mitrione, sometimes he can. I mean, he's tough and he's got some good boxing, but sometimes he gets sloppy, And
Yeah.
I think Fedor could catch him. But we'll see, man. Who never knows what's gonna happen.
I think here's how Fedor's gonna get the win. First, he's gonna absorb some punishment, go the distance, and he's gonna break out the sambo, where he takes his back, kick the legs from underneath him,
Yeah.
and then just start doing one of these numbers where he just continually pounds him in
Yeah.
right in the eardrum right here, and then gets up and then hits him with a big overhand. That's how I see it going. Because Fedor, he's good, but I don't know if he's sloppy fast, or that's how the sambo style is, where you have to he does at improvisation and at a hip tossing and throwing. But I think Fedor's fighting style is similar to, I can't say this guy's name to save my life. It's Khabib.
Nurmagomedov.
Yeah. I'm a very humble man, but give me my title shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
they got that, because they both have a sambo background. They have a similar fighting style. So
Right.
I figure that's how Fedor's gonna get the win, man. That's how I got that one going out.
Cool.
And then I know I'm all over the maps, the place in my fights.
That's all right.
How do you got King Mo versus Rampage Jackson 2? I mean,
Well, when I first saw Rampage come out to announce that fight, man, he looked really heavy. He looked out of shape. I mean, I don't like calling people fat, but he looked kind of fat, like he hadn't been doing anything but playing video games. I know he loves playing video games.
Yeah, that's it.
So I mean, and King Mo is always in shape. He fights at light heavyweight, so they're fighting the heavyweight. But I mean, I think King Mo is just gonna wrestle him and just gonna take him down and grind him out. I think King Mo is gonna get that win. Yeah.
Yeah, King Mo is in shape because he fights spike events, and then he fights in the Asian fighting market. He fights overseas too.
Yeah, he fights Ryzen.
Right, and he's also on the Floyd Mayweather's father and uncle's gym. He trains there on a regular basis.
Okay.
And then Rampage Jackson, his trouble started when he fought John Jones, and John Jones was terrified that Rampage was going to knock him out. That's why John Jones had to submit Rampage. He couldn't stand and bang with him because Rampage had the power.
Yeah.
So his problem started when John Jones kicked his knee, and it went back. And then when he went to Bellator, he had the knee surgery, and they wind up deducting the money from his first fight check, and that's when the relationship started to sour. So since that knee injury, when he has a training camp, and for some reason, I believe that knee injury, it flares up every now and then. So he like the last time he fought after the knee injury, he fought in Japan, and he came in way overweight.
Right.
Like 30 more pounds overweight, and he said he wasn't able to train because of his knee. So I suspect that knee, and even in more recent interview, he said since his knee got kicked back, it's never been the same, even after the surgery and the recovery. So I suspect that knee injury, and combined with other injuries, is having a long-term effect on him. I think it's almost as if, let's put it this way, if Jose Aldo stopped working out for 1 month, he would look like Rampage Jackson with all the injuries. Yeah. So I think it's a combination of inactivity, like you said, and the injury. So I got King Mo. I just think right now Rampage Jackson is just, he's in for the money. He's cruising and doing it for the money, kind of like Anderson Silver. I like the UFC. I love the Burger King. I love to fight FC. My family. It's
Yeah.
good for me. It just, you
Yeah.
cruise, you get the money. No
Yeah.
complaints.
I mean, that's how they make a living, you know. I mean, so if they could take an easy fight, you know, I understand it. But yeah, I think King Mo's got that. But I say we go ahead and wrap this up. But
All right.
uh,
Quick, one more before we wrap up. I'm so pumped, man. I'm sorry.
that's okay.
He's probably working, but I'm so pumped. Okay, here it is. This one is somewhere on my list of. Say, I got tons and tons of notes I take during the day. It was
That's
my,
good.
my lunch break. So yeah. So
Man,
I'll organize my notes better next time. And
that's
we'll yeah. So
yeah.
this fight that everybody seems to be begging for, it's not gonna happen. Floyd
Ha,
Mayweather, Conor McGregor. I
man.
mean, it's never gonna happen, and it took me a while to figure out why it was never gonna happen, but then it hit me like a ton of bricks. It's not gonna happen because the Dana White, I guess in the UFC contract, it allows so you sign over the rights to your likeness and every single thing.
Yeah.
So if Conor McGregor was even to go on any other television or pay-per-view or broadcast or anything like that, some of that money UFC has to get their cut. And under the terms of the contract, if you make money through a third party, you get 30%. That means that UFC will take 70% or whatever.
Man.
And that's why Conor McGregor only wants 100 million, because 1/3 of the 100 million will net him 30 million. If he takes 25 million from Floyd Mayweather, he's only gonna get 30% of that, and the UFC is gonna pocket the rest. Because I did some research on the UFC the standard contract.
Huh.
It's pretty. I mean, that contract is pretty slimy. It's pretty. Maybe one day we'll do another one. I'll put it on my future topics list.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I'm proud. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm long-winded, man. I'm pumped
Nah,
about fights. Can't
nah,
help it.
man. I love it too, man. And maybe we can get a bit more organized. I'll send you like some questions or whatever. And maybe we can, you
Yeah,
know.
we'll
Yeah,
go
for sure.
agenda thing, and then I'll send you some. I'll send you some news articles, and then we can read
Yeah.
ahead of time and form. Yeah, okay, probably
Yeah.
we'll do that.
That,
We'll get that. Quick question: so you go by Sam or your secret identity name? Which one you go by?
I go by Sammy. So, but
All right.
my YouTube channel is SalamX1976. I'm going to try to put a link in the description to send people to your YouTube channel, Superman5Chair 2000.
Thousand.
Is
That's right. That's
that?
me. And the reason why I always like to call it by your secret identity name is that it's easier for people when they're searching
Yeah.
to remember. It's like so that they'll remember the
Yeah.
tagline and then find you on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, well we'll Sammy, if it's your call.
Yeah. I'm going to try to start doing some more videos, man. I have a job and you know, I try to have fun and do some stuff, but I really want to start making more YouTube videos, and I want to
Yeah.
start doing some interviews with some friends and, you know, just get this thing going, you know, have fun with it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too. Because sometimes responsibilities catch up with you, and you gotta, So
Yeah.
what I'm trying to is like organize my schedule to where I do at least 2 or 3 videos consistently on a monthly basis,
Yeah.
and then increase the quality of the content. That's
Yeah.
why I'm like excited that we can work together, because like, okay, no, we can sit down, have a good discussion, and have some more, just
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
So I
All right.
don't know how this video is going to turn out. I'm going to try to edit it and make it, I don't know. I'm going to try, you know what I'm saying? So
We'll do the best we can.
yeah. So anyways, I'm going to have everybody, I'm going to put a link in the description for your YouTube channel and your Twitter. So
And,
if people want to get at you and talk to you, you know, they'll
right, and then I'll
subscribe.
also feature you on my I'll feature, because I think YouTube has this thing now where you can feature another channel on your channel.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna log in tonight and see how it works, because I'm still messing around with it, and they've put out a new developer, a new channel promotion package, so you can have that channel in your channel. So when you put up a video, it will show up in my channel. I'm
Okay.
still trying to figure out how the thingamajig works.
Hey, man, me too. But okay, man, I'm going to talk to you soon, and then maybe we'll do this again next week or something.
All right, definitely, man. Take care of yourself, man. Appreciate you, good sir.
All right,
All right,
man.
take
See
care,
you.
man. Peace out.